before I moved house. As I was saying at the start, welcome, thank you very much for watching the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have moved house. Stream is looking a bit budget at the moment with the lack of green screen and stuff like that. I literally threw this together like a few hours before the premiere, and I had to sleep for about 3 hours and finally decided to jump on for it. So yeah, it looks like the chat and my voice comms are a bit what's it called? Are a bit disconnected, so there's a bit of a delay. Anyway, unfortunately chat isn't showing up in the screen either, and that's because I didn't spend the time to actually get things set up for it, because my OBS is actually set up for streaming on my personal YouTube channel on this profile and not for Mongrel Squad. But we'll roll with it, we'll see how we go. Adam Johnson. Conflict is a breakfast of champions, my man. Fight like hell. And then Grumpy Eye says, what conflict? No, this was seal clubbing. Anyway, so I guess this is kind of a obvious question. We've already had a lot of people sit here and say that they liked it. So, but what did you guys actually think of? What do you guys actually think of the video? I'm also just catching up on some other conversations at the moment. Yeah, this video pretty much the long form video make Dobbs do more. This actually took quite a while to do. Yeah, like collecting all the information, sorting it out all out into chronological order. That was a pain. We learned quite a few lessons about how to actually set these types of videos up again. But yeah, Dobbs did an amazing job on it, and it's one of the reasons why I actually ended up delaying the video a week, because I wasn't happy with the thumbnails that we had and ended up enlisting Sorial's help with getting the thumbnail sorted out. And we went through many iterations to get to the point that we're at now. But I wanted to make sure that the quality of the production of the video itself was reflected at least in all aspects. So I've also been contacting other content creators and letting them know about the video. And there's quite a few that'll be doing reactions to it. I know DG360 for sure. He's keen as mustard to watch it, and he's going to watch it on a stream. When can I buy the hat? No, sorry, it wasn't your fault. It was my fault because I was being pedantic, but I think it's justified. I was quite happy. Mongrel Squad, the org also got a bit of a early viewing of the video as well. They got to see it a week before everybody else, and that's just one of the perks of being a Mongrel. But yeah, the video itself, like, that's one of the goals that I've always had when it's come to doing any sort of content creation. Like, if we're going to do it properly. And one of the things that I want to make sure that we're highlighting, because for me, playing Star Citizen has a potential for so much, so many good stories. And one of the things that I always want to try and make sure that we're doing is that we're kind of telling our story, I'm trying to word this right. The idea of kind of tracking the history of the conflicts that we've been in, what we've done, how we do things, how the game has evolved, how we've evolved, how the community has evolved over time, just recording that from our own perspective. But yeah, so I don't know, like, do you guys have any questions about any of the information that we put out there? Plain Blake. So are we still at war? Pretty much this video at the end, I say it, this video was pretty much the end for us for the war, because it's quite clear that overlords just aren't bringing the fight to us anymore, and we can't find them in the game. The team that I tasked to go and smash overlords did their job, and you know, now they're all off playing other games. And it's easy to sit there and blame, you know, Star Citizen lacks content and shit like that, but the reality is like, you can find the content in there, you just gotta look. But it's kind of hard to do when you've got someone on your ass all the time, and I know what that's like. Do you understand that wiretapping is illegal? That's only illegal for government agencies, and depending on who's recording what, and it's based on their country's jurisdiction, they have the ability to record their own perspective, and as long as they give us consent, it's okay. Do I realize that most people that you killed weren't in Overlords? A lot of the time we were fighting in Frontier Consolidated, but if you watch the video, we killed quite a few Overlords, and we also have your members list. I don't know, Grumpy, like, you can keep trying to say that our intel is terrible, but we literally pulled screenshots from your Discord. We've provided voice recordings on the video itself. I guess you should probably focus more on your own housekeeping at the moment, as opposed to coming here and talking smack. Ryan O, how do we join Mongrels? The details for doing that, go to the organization website. There should be a link in the About section on the YouTube channel. Click on that link and the details for what you need to do are all there. But yeah, Grumpy, I'm looking forward to seeing your reaction video, man. So I know you had one planned based on when the video was getting released, though it was a bit of time since when I made that announcement in Frontier Consolidated's Discord. But I am still keen on seeing what your reaction is, man. And you know, you should really drop us a link when you do so. Will there be revenge taken against the person who killed you with a box? To be honest, so that part where I got killed in the bunker, I thought about it a lot afterwards, because I'm like, I should have been able to get back up after being knocked down by that box, and my controls were unresponsive. And to be honest, I think what had happened was I'd actually been killed in the opening volley, and the server hadn't caught up with my client, and pretty much when I ran, fell down and landed on my back and couldn't get up, that was the server trying to tell my client that I'm actually supposed to be downed and dead, not running around and getting ready to fight. It was super frustrating though, like, to get knocked down by a box like that. I laugh about it now, but at the time I was like raging inside. But yeah, Is a box better combat pilot than overlords? Well, I can say for sure that the overlords have managed to kill me at least. Not in ship-to-ship combat though. They needed the assistance of a box to be able to do it, but yeah. Sorry, I've got like 3 or 4 different chats going on at the moment. Plus, I've got spies feeding me information directly from overlords as well. So, there's actually a lot of information coming my way. It's just quite interesting seeing all the reactions and very enlightening. Once again, seeing the things that I wouldn't say that we're not supposed to see, but being a fly on the wall. But this video, like, we're using it as a method of concluding our participation in this war because realistically, at this stage in the gameplay, there's no way for us to be able to tangibly, like, destroy an organization to the point where the capability of being able to fight is gone. So we have to destroy the will to fight. And it's easy for people to sit there and go, well, you know, like, we're going to go play other games because Star Citizen's so boring. It's like, well, you know, I'm pretty sure there's a pretty large contributing reason as to why that's the case beyond Star Citizen being boring. Because we play Star Citizen regularly. Quite a few people in this organization normally don't play Star Citizen as much as they have until they joined us. But the thing about this is that I wanted to tell the story of what, you know, we've done and demonstrate the potential of what Star Citizen provides from a gameplay perspective. Now, what you're seeing in this video is not only the gameplay side of things, but the metagaming side of things as well. And, you know, you're being naive to think that the metagame isn't going to happen. Like, it's always happening in these types of games. And the reality that is that it's going to intensify as more features get put into the game. But once it goes live, it's just going to be one of those situations where it's like you have to just accept that you've got spies in your organization and that everything that you do and say is being monitored, and that you need to build up proper relationships with the people and get to know them properly, and, you know, use a bit of that grey matter, and I guess think about what people say. And if you're sitting there doubting what somebody is saying in regards to, like, their own real life experiences, because if it sounds fanciful, chances are it is. And probably one of the most important things that you can do when you are collecting any sort of information is verify it. And don't just believe one person. The question of Christopher. Christopher has a good question. Why is my chat not scrolling up? All right, let's try a different one. Seems like in most videos you are taking out weak pilots. Couple, you have decent fights and decent teamwork. Where do you see your org in the future as things develop? Corporate privateering is always a goal. So that's piracy, like paid piracy. We get paid to pirate people. In the case of corporate privateering, it's an organization contracting us to go pirate their competition so that they maintain a level of plausible deniability. That's the main goal. Part of the reason why is that whilst it's not entirely accurate, doing piracy gameplay against other players right now is kind of like the end game content. You can keep doing it over and over again. You don't need to rely on the game mechanics too much when it comes to doing piracy. And I'm talking about proper piracy, not just going around murdering people for shits and giggles. Hey, Smokey. But yeah, that's the goal, doing corporate privateering. We'll still be doing piracy. Mongrel Squad's still growing. The game is still being developed and evolving. There's a lot of things that still need to, that are still coming. Right now, our focus has just been on improving our own skills at doing piracy and pushing towards improving our skills for combat as well, so that we can actually handle the challenges that are going to get thrown at us later on down the track. It's kind of asinine for me to think that with all the videos that we put out that we don't have a target on our back by a bunch of organizations who want to chase clout and want to be known as the ones who took down one of the most notorious or pirate organizations getting around. And part of that notoriety comes from the fact that we are posting videos of us doing piracy gameplay. But I would say that for us, we're going to continuously pursue to perfect the different methods of conducting piracy in Star Citizen at all levels. So from solo all the way up to fleet stuff. It's just, I'm very realistic when it comes to what you can actually do in this game. So if you ask any of the mongrels, they'll tell you my stance on theory crafting. I personally think it's poisonous to your desires to play Star Citizen, because you end up going down a rabbit hole that leads just to disappointment. Because when you understand how games are made and how much time and effort it takes to create those mechanics, you realize that even though CIG will say, yeah, it's coming in the next patch, that they're nowhere near with it being completed. And we all want Star Citizen ready now, but reality is that's not going to happen. I've hit all the big streamers and all the YouTubers, and we're chasing clout for going after PvP bounties. No, see, we don't go after big streamers and YouTubers. We go after people who we believe would provide a worthy challenge. That's what we go after. And we'll record our perspective because it's a story. And there's two sides of it. And when we hit a streamer, you constantly see them go, oh, I'm being stream sniped. And I know that, the feeling of when you are being attacked and you're streaming, that the first inclination is, oh, I'm getting stream sniped. But when you're able to provide them the point of view from the attackers, it provides the other side of the story that people are looking for. And a lot of people want that. A lot of people want to see both sides of the story because it's interesting content. The main reason why, though, we push out the videos is to promote Mongrel Squad. The videos that we've made are all recruitment videos. And we're going to go after people who we think are worthwhile targets to achieve the level of gameplay that we're intending to engage in. Grumpy, we literally showed a screenshot on the video of you guys discussing stream sniping for that. Like, you could go back and watch the video, man. There's a screenshot from your Discord with you guys. I believe it was Judge Chaos, who went out of his way, who was watching my stream, and tried attacking me. There's another thing as well that comes down to all of this. We will... And that's not true. That was after the stream ended. I wanted to get footage from that. Um, yeah, Grumpy, we've also got screenshots of you guys talking about stream sniping Hannah as well. Alright, Christopher. Alright, how do you view individual strength versus teamwork? Some orgs put huge emphasis on teamwork, others kind of go for squad or lone wolf approach. Where does the Mongrel Squad line up? We're huge on teamwork. At the end of the day, battles are won by groups, not by individuals. Individuals may stand out in a battle, but you don't win a battle with a single person. And Star Citizen goes in a direction as an MMO where being in a group is extremely important. The individuals, within that group all play their part, and they're all valued when they're contributing to the outcome. But the reality that we face is that Star Citizen is going to be a game about numbers when it comes to PvP combat. Like, that's the reality behind PvP combat in Star Citizen. It's about numbers. Whoever's got the most numbers will win. If you're highly skilled in combat, that's great, but you can be overcome with numbers. You may kill a lot of people in the process, but if people have enough numbers there, they're going to overwhelm you and you're going to lose. Like, there is a quality behind quantity. What I'm trying to do with Mongrel Squad is find the balance where we don't turn into a huge blob organization and focus on improving skills. But once again, it's asinine of me to think that I can just have an organization of like 50 people that are highly skilled and go out and fight organizations that have thousands. Ludwig, yes, the war is still going on with Frontier Consolidated. Core bug. So that core bug has been around for a lot longer than 3.12. That bug has been around. What was it? I had a recording from 2020. I used to do org reports via YouTube for Mongrel Squad, and there was a video from September that had my report in it where I was talking about the core bug then. And when we first encountered it, it was around June 2020. That was our first encounter with it. And we didn't find out about it until somebody had done it to us. And then we noticed that we had a market to them, and they jumped to our position, and then we're in the middle of a fight. Yeah, that core bug's been around for ages. And I have a rule against actually using core bugging to do any sort of piracy because there's no skill in it. You're not practicing any skills of tracking targets, hunting targets, looking for targets, or doing anything like that. The reality that we're looking at when it comes to that core bug is that it's a crutch for people to lean on that can't be bothered putting the time and effort into actually developing skills in getting better at the game. Ah, yes, the fabled pad killing. I always laugh at this one. The landing pads are not a fucking home base. You're not playing baseball, alright? It's not one of those things where you get to land in the middle of a fucking fight and start rearming, refueling, and repairing, and everybody's just going to stop and stare at you and wait until you take off and then give you the breathing space. If you're in a fucking war, you're going to get killed if you stop. You can't just expect that your opponents are just going to sit there and go, wait guys, he's refueling, he's rearming, he's repairing his ship so he can come back and fight us again. Like, the objective of a fight is to win. And if you're not doing your best to win the fight, then you're going to lose. So if you stop in the middle of a fight to do something else other than fighting, it should be that you're leaving because you got your ass kicked, or if you're going to leave to repair, refuel, don't do it in the fucking combat zone. Like, dead set. Like, you're in the middle of a fucking combat zone and you're landing on a fucking landing pad. Guns and fucking explosions going off everywhere, and you expect, oh, well, you know, this is a safe place because CIG has a policy against griefing. Like, the landing pads aren't a home base. You're not playing baseball. When CIG is talking about shooting ships on a landing pad, they're talking about the arsehole who's bloody just flying around PO, who's just attacking everyone and anyone just because they can. And they're just shooting all the ships on the landing pads. And just, there's no reason behind it. There's no objective. They're just doing it to piss people off. In our video, we're in the middle of a war. We're talking about what we're doing. We've actually explained that. I don't know, like, I did narration for the fucking thing. So maybe, just maybe, there was a reason why you're getting shot at on the landing pad. And to be honest, if you're going to fucking land in the middle of a war zone and expect to not get touched, you're a fucking idiot. Dead set, you're a fucking idiot. Like, it is retarded to think that you are just automatically safe. If CIG wanted that to happen, they would make you invulnerable on the landing pad. They have the ability to do that. I don't know if you guys remember this, but CIG turned off the ability to shoot ships in an armistice zone from when we had 3.0 all the way up until I think it was like 3.9 or something like that. May have been a bit more recent. They did that. Then they made it so that ship weapons can fire inside of a station's armistice zone. If CIG didn't want people killing other people on landing pads, they wouldn't have fucking done that. Like, it's fucking so stupid when I see people talk about that. Chaos Squad. Dirty, is that you, mate? Welcome. Have you watched the video yet? Like, yeah, it's just retarded. You're not playing baseball. The landing pads are not it's not home plate. You're not safe when you get buddies when you got the foot on the plate. If you're in the war zone, you're going to get shot at. You go stationary, you just made it easier for your opponent to shoot you. Fucking hell. Alright. That's one of my rants. And I hope people, you know, who end up watching this, I hope you guys start understanding, you know, what type of game you're actually playing. Thanks, Windsor. You should be thanking Dobbs for that. He's the one that did all the editing. But, you know, like, it's one of the another reasons why we put our videos out. It's educational. You know, like we do it to show people what you can do in Star Citizen, what is possible. You know, people keep saying Star Citizen doesn't have gameplay. It's like, yes, it does. You just have to put more effort into it. You're not getting spoon-fed your content at this time because the mechanics aren't there. All right, if you're waiting for AI to show up, if you're waiting for the NPCs to be providing you more gameplay, it's not ready yet. You're not going to get that, not for a while. But the PvP side of things, we can do that sort of thing. And I'd say that for those who are playing Star Citizen and you're not finding content that you want, take a break. You know, don't burn yourself out waiting, hoping, and get your hopes up for bloody something that's just going to lead to disappointment. But if you are going to play the game, understand that the game can be a lot more vicious and a lot more visceral than what is on the surface. And it comes down to those who are playing it and how far they're willing to push. Now, there's certain points that, even we won't go to. One of the things that I put in our declaration of war, limitations on what we'll actually do. And the first, one of the things was like, we won't dox anyone. If we get hold of anybody's personal information, we won't release that. We won't contact anybody, via any of their real life stuff, because, this is just a video game. It's all being kept in game. Because, we did get some of that information. We've done nothing with it. And there's no point doing anything with that because we're playing a video game. We're not out to destroy people's lives. But I also hope that you guys also watching that video understand the, how easy it is to be led astray by somebody who is a compulsive liar. Like Spike, we provided all the evidence. If you haven't watched Shattered Delusions yet, go watch it. It's very eye-opening to the types of people that you're going to encounter. And these people, like it's the internet, you're going to encounter a bunch of weirdos, right? But what you saw was I wouldn't say a real life example, like a live example, but a real life example of somebody who's, essentially lied through their teeth to a group of people who didn't take the time and effort to actually verify any of that information. And I can tell you now, like, I'd be severely embarrassed if that was like somebody in my org managed to do that to me. I'd be severely embarrassed. I wouldn't want to be associated with a person like that. And it's hard at times, I have to acknowledge that it's hard at times to be able to judge a person's character through the internet, and whether or not they're being genuine. But if you're going to, take somebody as an information source, you need to make sure that you can trust them. Our spies that we use, they're not just randoms that just showed up. We've known them for years. Like now because of all this, like we're gonna have to come up with a Vegas trip just so that we can take Dobbs there, so we can say he's at least been there. But yeah, like I would ask that if people are going to, talk about, knowing others, that you take the time and effort to verify that information, because this video is a good example of what that can actually achieve. Like, Baron said it. Spike was our best asset. He was our best asset. And I can tell you now, I can tell you with that absolute 100% certainty, he isn't a spy of Mongrel Squad. I will tell you that right now. for the internet to see. I'm not going to cast doubt on that one. And the reason why I'm doing that is because what he's doing is dangerous. Because if you're going to believe the stuff that he's saying about us in a video game, what else will he tell you outside of that you will believe? You know, you're going into dangerous territory when you're believing 100% of what people say on the internet. And what reason does he have to lie? I don't know. That's the thing that confuses me about the entire situation as well, is what did he get out of it? He was our best asset without even realizing it. Maybe he's looking for attention. Maybe he wants, you know, to be accepted. Maybe he's, an agent working for a bloody another organization and they're trying to bloody pull puppet strings, puppet master in the background, whatever. But you're exposing yourself when you're dealing with people like that to potential real life, exploits. You got to be careful with that. You have to protect yourself against that sort of stuff. And I'm not going to sit here, one sec, just realize that somebody else is in the channel with me and my, what's it called? All right, he's not actually saying anything. That's all right. Oh, it's not coming through. No, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm on a rant. Yeah, I don't like. That's the thing, though, that I'm talking about with the stream can't hear because I haven't set it up to listen to Gilded at the moment. Yeah, like I'm just going to continue on with this rant, Dobbs. This whole situation. Oh yeah, I can see. Hello, Loud Guns. You probably should go watch the video before continuing on because it'll provide a lot of context to what I'm talking about. A shit ton of context, because what I'm talking about right now is believing what other people say and pretty much endangering yourself by not verifying information. Peepo. Loud Guns, yeah, good editing. Sort of lackluster video though. Did you hear that, Dobbs? Meepo Peepo says that the editing's good, but the video's lackluster. I don't know, man. Like, we literally we literally showed not only our perspective of a war, but our opponent's perspective of the war without them even knowing. Doesn't show me in a good light. Yeah, well, if I cared about being shown in a good light, I wouldn't be playing as a pirate. Sorry. Let me fix this up. Let me see if I can add a source. Audio. Yes. What is going on here? Why can I not add? What? Where? Which chat? Ah. There you go. You should be able to hear Dobbs now. Dobbs is back from Vegas. He wanted to find out what he was missing out on. So, yeah, Dobbs did the editing for the video. So he spent quite a lot of time on it. The original estimate was only supposed to be a month, and it took a bit longer, but real life happens, and we had to pause a couple of times. Yeah, but you make your money from editing the staged hits that we do. Mario's just asked in all comms, guess who has a picture of Agens lady without a beard? I have plenty of them. I've got plenty of pictures of me without a beard. Okay, apparently they can't hear you, Dobbs. Let me double check advanced audio properties. Try again.
What is Agens? What's the matter with you? Honestly.
Literally, everybody, like, Dobbs had this epic rant, guys. You literally just missed one of the best rants ever.
Yeah. Yeah, sucks to suck, guys. You didn't get to hear my rants about how I am literally the smartest businessman on the entire fucking planet. The fact that my entire salary, like all the money that I make a living off of, the shit that pays my car insurance, my taxes, everything, comes only off of the ad revenue that I get from a YouTube channel that doesn't even have 5,000 subscribers. I don't think anyone else on the planet can have those kind of numbers, but it's only me. So honestly, kudos to me. I'm just that great, you know. It's crazy.
He just gave you like the 5-second version of it, so
it's just, you know, hey, it is what it is, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, you can all hear him now. That's good. All right.
Just make sure to drop a like on the video, share it with a friend, leave a comment, because, you know, hey, puts money in my pocket. Thank you.
So yeah, Dobbs, contrary to what overlords believe, Dobbs doesn't make his living off of our YouTube videos. We don't script our YouTube videos, because if we did, then that's some fucking epic bloody scripting. And not only, it always makes me laugh about this, because that level of conspiracy, when you think about it, is huge. Because that would mean that out of everybody that we've pirated, none of them have said that the entire thing was scripted.
Yeah, dude. We have legally binding contracts to where they can never divulge the secret. Every person that we pirate out in the verse, we explicitly hit them up on whatever communication platform that they have access to, and we send them to contract and be like, "Hey, you can't say anything." So I dare anyone to find any target that we've pirated from our videos and ask them if they, hey, was that shit scripted? Did they contact you? Are you being held hostage? Don't hear a fucking peep. And hey, honestly, if we are scripted, kudos to Overlords for providing all of the voice acting and physical acting. You know, it was quite the production. It was really quite the production.
The level of coordination was just insane to pull all of it off.
It's incredible. Absolutely mind-blowing. Like, fucking... Why weren't we at the Oscars last night? That's because we just released it today, Agens. That's why. We were too late. So whatever, next year. Oh, Agens. Kind of off topic.
Yes.
We got a roadmap update today.
Oh, did we? I'm not going to look at that now.
Yes. Well, can I at least tell you some good news?
What's that?
Cargo Refactor has not moved at all. We are still slated for 318. You hear that? You hear that, you dirty fucking miners? Dirty if you're still here. It's going to be great. New Golden Age of Piracy. We could feel it. I could feel it down in my plums, you know what I mean? Crazy.
Grumpy, once again, in Shattered Delusions, the section where Stinger contacts Dobbs, he says it there. Like, you keep doing this, mate. Literally,
that part.
It's right there.
Oh my god.
You can pause the video and read it yourself.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like,
it really spooked me, Grump, dude. Like when Stinger sent me a message, dude, I thought the jig was up, man. I really thought that, you know, my life's work and like everything was in jeopardy, you know? Like I was, dude, sweating bullets, bro. It was crazy. Can you, like, Agens, you were there. Well, fucking hell, man. It
was the part where, like, I was actually genuinely concerned as well when Stinger had reached out to Dobbs, because the information that he was, you know, suggesting that he had was real life details. And I'm sitting there going, all right, well, if he does, then we're looking at going into the realm of somebody getting doxxed here, and I want to make sure that that's not going to happen.
The stuff that Stinger was loosely threatening to do, even though it was completely fucking false, is still kind of disturbing, man. Like, hey, if you don't stop doing what you're doing in a fucking video game, we're gonna make sure that you can't make a living anymore. You realize how fucked up that is? Even like, I know, like, I don't make a dime. I barely make any fucking money off of this fucking ad revenue because we have less than 5,000 subscribers. The amount of fucking money that we get from this YouTube channel are fucking pennies. Pennies. Can barely even pay for fucking lunch. I make all my money from, you know, from my actual job, like my independent job that is completely unrelated from Star Citizen. And the fact that Stinger had all this information from Spike, the fact that he and I were supposedly fucking best friends or some shit, I don't even know who the fuck he is. I know who he is based on the 6 weeks that he was in Mongrel Squad. And again, you saw the fucking evidence in the video. You see his handle in our history log saying that he joined, what was it, like October, and then he got expelled in November of that year.
Yeah,
I was the one who did his interview going into the Aura. So I guess he took that and developed this entire fucking romance with me. It's honestly, I'm surprised that after seeing that you're not concerned about like stuff like that, dude. Like, come on. It's really...
Grumpy,
it's really
we also have a
screenshot
showing Stinger linking a screenshot of the conversation that he had with Dobbs in your Discord.
And it's not only that, man. We only showed what we wanted to show in this video. We know a lot more than you think we do. I can't tell you how much stuff that we have that we decided not to show of some of the fucking diluted bullshit that came out of Spike's mouth.
Dobbs, can you make sure that you use your proper YouTube account and not your Phoba account, please?
That is literally verifiably inaccurate. Just by virtue of us having this video out publicly, man. I mean,
yeah, like Grumpy and Stinger, I know you guys are in this chat right now. I would be genuinely concerned with your association with Spike. That's just me, though. It's up to you guys what you want to do with your org and how you want to do things, but, like, you've had somebody come in and literally just outright lie to you guys and continuously lie and even stage, you know, acting out that they were contacting somebody. I don't know what their motivations are behind it because they're not one of us. They're not a part of us. We have nothing to do with them. We've provided all the evidence showing what we know about this guy.
It's like, I'm more so like, it's kind of eerie and strange, the fact that, you know, he said all this stuff, but now, like, my concern has reached out to you guys because, like, I can't even imagine the amount of stuff that he's lied to you about to your fucking face. And you're sitting there not even questioning it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, take that as you will, man. Take that as you will. But I really hope you reconsider your response and your attitude towards this whole thing, okay? Because we can verify our position. We can verify where we're coming from. It's not bullshit. You sit there and deny all you want, that's fine.
Yeah. We've been collecting all this information for months. And the fact of the matter is like, you know, we made the video not only as a way of us concluding our part in this war, because as I mentioned at the end, like, there's no point in us doing this anymore. Like, we're just literally punching down on you guys. But I am genuinely concerned, and that's why we actually included that information in the video, because it's also a lesson to actually show what is actually going on with somebody who is a compulsive liar.
I have no fucking idea who this person is. The fact that he spun up this story about how we made this pact that we weren't supposed to use a specific Star Citizen account. Apparently, is Phoba. Like, I literally see Phoba in our Guilded server, like, amongst everybody else in the voice comms, like, literally right above my head. And you heard Phoba himself speak on more than one occasion in the video. So the fact that you can't put two and two together and still see that as fucking, like, it's unbelievable, man. Phoba is like a sweet, innocent little Swedish man. And, like, he's
Swedish?
I can't even... Is he Swedish? I don't know, dude. Phoba, are you in the chat, dude? Are you Swedish? Like, what, like, I can't... Your voice is very, I don't know,
It's
dude.
from Europe. Europe's a country, right?
He's from Europe. A lot of it, yeah. Europe's a country.
He's from Europe.
But going back to my point, though, how he made up this entire, like, romanticized story about he and I went to Vegas together twice. God knows what we fucking did there, right? My God.
Finish.
Like, it's weird. Like, did you ever ask the details of that story? Because I'd like to know. I don't, like, like, what happened? I don't really know. It's just weird, man.
Yeah, out of everybody, Dobbs is the most curious about what happened.
I honestly can't see how you can still sit there and at least not be concerned when I'm sitting here telling you to your face that this is all a fucking lie, and I've never even heard of this person before in my life. I don't know, dude. I think you might want to. I think you might want a chat with him, or at least, or send me his details. Give me his Discord at. I'll fucking talk to him myself. I'll find out who he is. Well, dude, what the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right. I was literally just looking at how long the stream had gone for, and I've lost the time for it. 1 hour.
Yeah, Moist is streaming right now, yeah?
Is he?
Moist is, yeah. He's reacting to it right now.
He's reacting to it right now? Alright, well, where's the link? I'll post that here, because I'm going to wrap it up for the morning. It is 6:30 right now. I got up at 3 hours ago.
I'll throw you the link. It's in your DMs.
Alright, there it is. There's apparently
he's at the jump town part.
Oh, so he's almost finished. God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been like, I don't know. I figured you wouldn't want to like switch up to the seeing thing. I don't know, but
if you guys want to head over to Moist Noodle's channel, I did reach out to him as well, and to see if he was interested in watching it. He's been a bit down on. Not now, Stinger. Another time, mate. Let's. I want to give this a bit of time to pretty much not. I want to give it time to simmer. Why am I promoting Moist Noodle? Because he's watching the video and he's reacting to it.
Yeah, no other reason, Hey, he's watching our stuff. Hey, go check him out. Check his reactions,
So I want you guys to.
He's just a good streamer.
Yeah.
We like him. We like him, guys.
He's been a bit down about Star Citizen as well, so hopefully this perks his interest up a little bit. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm glad you all enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Shattered Delusions, a Mongrel Squad story. That isn't going to be the only one that we're going to make. Just understand they take a long time to do. And we're not just going to make them about anything. We'll make them about what we consider significant events that happen in Mongrel Squad's history, so that we can, share that with everybody and have a record of it. I normally have something to say at the end of these videos, but I don't know what I'm going to be streaming next. It's an intermittent thing at the moment. I've lost a bit of motivation for it. Plus, my current job is all over the place with shift time, so I can't actually set a proper schedule.
And I've moved house. It's been
very hard. I'd also moved house as well.
And I can't find the time to get in and play Star Citizen. So I'm fully relying on my org to do all the hard work for me.
Keep working on that accent, Dobbs. All right, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I'll catch us later.